Daniel Bwala, who we know for pouring scorn on the president, on President Tinubu, is trying to be his defender, Bornu APC. I know that this is a APC group in Bornu State are supporting Ndume's position. Okay, so now we know how Bwala ran from APC before back to PDP, saying that he doesn't like their ideology and their Muslim ticket thing. Now, when he did everything he did in PDP and he's not getting through with Atiku, he ran back to APC again to beg and kneel down. All these Nigerian politicians, the same way Philip Shaibu knelt down to beg Oshomole. What is his name? This guy, Daniel Bwala, went back to beg Tinubu to be relevant in APC. The same way Nwike is in PDP, but is working for APC. What is it in APC? There's nothing good in APC. The only thing you pushing them is their stomach infrastructure. Their stomach needs is what they want to fulfill. Okay, let's dive into the details to see exactly where APC Borno State is coming out from to blast Daniel Bwala. So it has been reported in the Vanguard that the National Working Committee of the party, APC, has been requested by the Southern Borno chapter of the All Progressive Congress to restore Senator Muhammad Ali Ndume to his previous role as Chief Whip. Baba Ahmed Mustafa, spokesman for the All Progressive Congress, expressed the group's backing for Ndume at a news conference that took place in Abuja on Friday. Mustafa praised the senator for his courageous attempt to tell it like it is, mentioning in particular his attempt to get President Bola Tinubu to notice the economic problems that Nigerians are experiencing. Exactly. We call on the leadership of the APC and the Senate to reinstate Ndume as the chief whip of the Senate. Ndume has no plans to leave the party, and we therefore urge them to reinstate him, Mustafa asserted. So in addition, the APC leaders dealt with Mr. Daniel Bwala. Daniel Bwala's recent verbal assault on Ndume, characterizing him as a hypocritical individual with questionable political qualifications. While acknowledging Bwala's First Amendment right to free speech, Mustafa argued that Ndume's remarks were equally protected since they were based on a sincere desire to help the public. Now, wow. We appreciate and respect Daniel Bwala's right to express his opinion on any issue as guaranteed by the Constitution, just as the senator, when he knew that the observations made are within the bounds of the Constitution, Mustafa stated. Citing Section 39 of the Constitution, Mustafa argued that Ndume's criticisms of the government should be seen as calls for proactive governance rather than instigations against it, and he emphasized the constitutional guarantee of freedom of expression. So he lauded Ndume's courage, invoking the words of Algerian revolutionary Franz Fanon. The future will have no pity for those who, possessing the exceptional privilege of being able to speak words of truth, have taken refuge in an attitude of indifference and sometimes cold complicity. I like that. So addressing Bwala's criticisms, Mustafa highlighted Ndume's consistent electoral success since 2003 as evidence of his commitment to his constituents. So the senator has empowered many constituents, but as a person not being given to public and private display of generosity. So the impact of his empowerment program has been manifested in his consistent re-election. Can you imagine? Mustafa said challenging Bwala to contest in 2027 elections if he believes otherwise. Exactly. Somebody like Bwala cannot win election now. That is the truth. Mustafa also questioned Bwala's political consistency, recalling his previous criticisms of President Tinubu. It is not only amazing but baffling that Bwala, who established a reputation for pouring scorn on President Tinubu, is trying to be his ardent defender, he remarked. So the party leaders concluded by reiterating their support for Ndume, praising his political constituency and consistency and dedication to public interest over personal gain. Senator Ndume has been consistent in his political career and has been bold enough to accept his mistakes when and where pointed out. Public interest rather than private has always pushed his political cause, Mustafa concluded. Wow. So the APC members in Bornu South are the ones writing here. And they are telling the Senate leadership, especially Senator, the Senate President, Gosula Pavio, to bring this guy, Ndume, back to his original position as Senate Chief Whip. Okay, saying that what Ndume said is he has freedom of speech and right to speak, and it was the way of bringing government attention, especially Tinubu's attention, to the suffering of the people. That was right, rather than keeping quiet. Okay, and they also said here that Daniel Bwala, who actually poured scorn on Tinubu and built his own political reputation by insulting Tinubu, is now back to Tinubu, begging Tinubu now and trying to defend Tinubu to become relevant before Tinubu and before APC. That this, Bwala, if Bwala thinks he's popular, let him come and contest election in 2027 and let's see whether he will win. Bwala has no political consistency in Bornu South. So why is he talking anyhow? And the funniest of thing is that Bwala and Ndume are from the same senatorial, they are from senatorial district, all from Bornu South, including Shetima. Okay, Shetima is from, is it Bornu Central? Okay, so the thing here is that all of them are Bornu people fighting themselves at the federal level. Okay, but the thing here is that Daniel Bwala was quick to insulting Ndume because what Ndume said is true. Even though the masses are still blaming Ndume, you have been in the Senate since 2003 till now. Are you the only person in that Borno South? Do they not have another person to go again? And what are your achievements? So the people now from Borno South, APC group from Borno South, have now come out to say that, Ndume has touched lives for the period he has been the senator up to now. And that is evident in his consistent and constant re-election back to the Senate. So they do any of that thing. After Senate, they go for vice president. They go for presidency. They go for governorship. And only Senate, he get power. He has dominated everywhere. So they are saying that, he has made a lot, he has empowered so many people in that constituency. How did he do that? We don't know. In APC, they always have a group to speak for them. That is what they do. That is one bad side of democracy. If 3-4 people just come together, they form a group, they give it a name, they register it to get government recognition, and they continue to start to move. Now, wow, I'm telling you. So the way things are, everybody just form group, and then they will form it. They will begin to speak. So now these people, Unity Initiative, they have come out now to support Ndume, saying they are behind Ndume and they are calling on Senate to reinstate him effective immediately. Because what he said, he has freedom of speech, just like Daniel Bwala has freedom of speech to talk anything he was saying. So that is what is happening in Borno South. Ndume and his people, or Ndume's people, are backing him now, calling for his restatement. The question is, will Senate leadership do that? Will APC leadership allow it? And will Tinubu allow it? That is the question.